Let us answer a question that is most often asked in the Java developer or software developer position. The question is, how would you design a REST API? So assuming that this is a oral question usually asked by technical manager in the first interview, where you might have to go through coding, but it is asked before coding. So you need to basically answer in this way. When I design a REST API, I think about it in layers. First, I think about resources. REST is basically representational state transfer, and REST is all about nouns, not verbs. So instead of naming an endpoint as get user, I would say users. The resource is the thing, users, orders, devices. The action comes from the HTTP method. Speaking of which, the HTTP methods, I use get to read data, post to create something new, put to replace a resource entirely, patch to partially update a resource, and delete to remove a resource. One important thing, get should always be safe and idempotent, meaning it never changes anything on the server no matter how many times you call it. Then I think about the URL structure. I keep it consistent and predictable. Something like slash API slash v1 slash users to get all users, slash API slash v1 slash users slash 42 to get a specific user. Notice I also use the version slash v1 so that if I ever need to make any breaking changes, I don't break existing clients. Status codes also matter a lot to me. A lot of developers just return 200 for everything, but I think proper status codes are part of the contract with the client. So 201 when something is created, 204 when a delete succeeds but returns nothing, 400 for bad input from the client, 401 when you are not authenticated, 403 when you are authenticated but do not have permission, 404 means error not found, that means the resource does not exist. Statelessness is a core principle that I follow. Every request must contain everything the server needs, no session stored on the server side. That's what makes REST scalable. Authentication goes in the header as a bearer token and not in a server session. And finally, practical concerns. I always serve over HTTPS, which is secure, never plain HTTP. So tokens and data are encrypted in transit. I add pagination on list endpoints so you are not returning a million records at once. I validate all inputs on the server side, and I think about rate limiting to protect the API from abuse. So in short, resources as nouns, HTTP methods as actions, consistent URLs with proper versioning, proper status codes, stateless design and security from day one. I think this should answer the question.